Hey there, thanks for joining me. This is video number 2 out of number 3. The last one was the ride, the test drive there of the noise, and my suspicions were correct. Like I said, I took the front pulley for the drive pulley off, and the splines were shot. So here's the bike here without the engine. Just to get the engine out, that's all the odds and ends that come off there. The engine is all in pieces right now. Here we are, here are the pieces. There's the primary drive, the clutch basket, the clutch disc, clutch cover, harmonic balancers, chain, 2 cylinder heads. Oh yeah, and the cylinders, I got them sent out. I just wanted to clean them up and get them deglazed at a machine shop. It's like $40, and I'm actually going to change the piston rings. The oil rings are gummed up and they were kind of sticking to the piston. Here's the pistons there. I cleaned them up a little bit there. So what was happening, the oil rings, they were sticking inside the piston, and they're supposed to be floating. So if they're not floating, they're not going to scrub down the oil when the piston comes down, and that can create oil consumption, burning into the combustion chamber. Basically, these are the 2 halves of the crankcase, the lower part of the engine. I'm just about ready to put the gears in. This is a spool for the forks. You got these forks here. They go in these slots, and depending on what gear you are in, it basically just turns and makes these go up and down, which changes the gears, which are in these 2 shafts, which it goes in these 2 holes. There's the old gears. Like I said, this is the spline for the front pulley for the drive belt that goes to the rear wheel, and you can see the splines are just shot. So there's nothing left of the spline. You know what? You could put a pulley on one of these pulleys and put it on there, but you know what's going to happen with the new pulley? It's just going to get chewed up. You got to change both, because if you don't change both, you're just wasting your time. A big part of this is what's in this crankcase. So the crankcase, the engine has to come out just to change that shaft, but at the same time I'm doing some work with the gears and changing the gears anyways. So there's the old gears. One's the output shaft, and one's the input shaft. The new parts are over here. These gears are in fantastic shape. You see the spline, it's like brand new. All the gears are in perfect shape. There's hardly any wear at all. I'm also going to change the forks. This is the gear selector. It's basically like a ratchet system when you gear up, gear down. I'm going to change all this, and I got a few other odds and ends. I got the rear brake rotor, which is it was actually off eBay, and it was a really good price, and I need rear brakes anyways. My rotor's kind of getting all scuffed up, so I might as well just change the rear pads and a used rotor. The drive belt, I couldn't resist. It was a good deal, and I'm 90,000 kilometers, and this belt and all the other parts came from the same bike, and I'm thinking the parts came off of probably had like 30,000 kilometers, a third of what I have on my bike. And in this bag here is the front pulley for the drive belt and the actual pulley that goes on the wheel. So I'm changing that too. Okay, and that's pretty well it. And this is where we're at. When it's all back together, I'll make a third and final video of it riding and going down the road. And thank you for watching. I appreciate it.